Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my Boxycharm try on for the month of September 2020, where I try on the products from my base, premium, and Luxe box for this month. Now I did pay for all of these boxes with my own money, and if you're wondering why I have a Luxe and a base box, on Luxe months I have a second account so that I can still get the base box, because normally you would only get the Luxe on Luxe months if you choose to upgrade. So in this video I'm gonna kind of try on all the products that I received, makeup products at least, and all the subscriptions that I received this month. I also have my unboxing videos linked down below in case unboxing videos are more your thing, but if you're new to my channel, welcome. Normally I do lots of different subscription box unboxing videos here on my channel, but once a month I like to try out all of the makeup products that I get in my Boxycharm, and I'll also do one for Ipsy as well. So if you're a SubBoxLover like me, or you love beauty products, go ahead and subscribe, and let's go ahead and try some makeup on. So I do already have my base on: foundation, bronzer, blush, and I did my brows as well because I didn't get any products to use in any of the boxes this month. I do always like to preface these videos that I'm just a normal girl doing makeup. I'm not a beauty guru or an MUA, so I'm just gonna do this like a normal girl would do her makeup. All right, so I'm pulling my hair back with my Face Free bunny ears. I will have all the products linked below that I'm using, including the ones that you haven't seen, so like my foundation, brows, all that stuff will be linked in the description box down below. This is also my first time doing the makeup try-on video in my new studio, so hopefully it'll like flow and work out really well. If not, I apologize. So the very first product to try out is the Fenty Beauty Killawatt Highlighter. Mine is in the shade Metal Moon, and I received this in my Luxe box. And this is just a really pretty, like, white, iridescent-ish kind of highlight. So I'm going in with my Wayne Goss 14 brush, which is like my new favorite highlighter brush. My mirror that I'm using to do the makeup is down below, so if you see me looking down, that's why. So I just put on the highlighter. Honestly, I think it's really, really pretty. It adds a nice iridescence to my face. Now this works perfectly for me because I am pale. If you're not pale and you've got this shade, then this might be a better like inner corner highlight or something maybe that you would do on your eyes or to highlight your brow. But honestly, I really, really like the way that looks. I don't know if I've tried a Fenty Beauty highlighter before or not. Like, I feel like I have, but then again, I can't like picture the product, like if I actually own one, because I don't think I do. But I actually really, really like the way that that looks on my skin. It adds a nice glow. It's not too natural, but it's also not like too like in your face too much. So honestly, really like this. So from there, we jump straight into eyeshadow. And this month, I have 3 different palettes. I got 3 different palettes because of 3 different boxes. I am going to incorporate all of the palettes into this look somehow. But I'll just kind of talk through what I'm doing as I go. Again, I'm not a beauty guru. It won't be perfectly blended. I don't have time for that, but I'm just gonna have some fun. So first of all, the palettes that I have. So this is the Spanglish palette by Alamar Cosmetics. I got this in my base box. Then I have the Hip Dot Zion palette that I got in my Luxe. And then the Queen palette by Eloise that I received in my premium. Now, these all tend to have some like pinky purple kind of colors going on, so that's the kind of look I'm gonna go with today, just so that I'm able to seamlessly blend them together, fingers crossed. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the Spanglish palette. I'm going into the shade I Quay Cute. I think that's how you pronounce it, that pink shade there, and that is gonna be kind of what I do to fill out the crease. So I just finished with my crease, and I guess the movie Crows is playing outside of my apartment window because there's a crow that just won't shut up. But I was using the SL Miss Glam SB68 brush, in case you're wondering, so I went ahead and put that on my lid. That definitely came out way more watermelon than the pan, but not mad about it. So to deepen it up a little bit, I am going to go into the shade Mystery right there. Not totally deepen it, but just kind of add a little bit more depth. All right, it's definitely more pink now. I use the same brush for that. Now I'm gonna go a little bit even more darker. I'm gonna go into the Queen palette now. That was the Hip Dot palette. And I'm gonna go into the shade Honorable right there just to even deepen it even more. I'm gonna go in with a more dense pointed brush. I think I'll go in for the Shayna B. Miami eye crease brush to do that. So I also decided to go into the shade Amina, which is right next to it. It's just a little bit darker, just to deepen it even more. And I'm kind of feeling like this is very pink right now. I want to add some purple. So I think we're going to jump into Regal. I'm going to use this same brush just to kind of help blend it a little bit better. But I'm going to go into the shade Regal and like get that in the crease. Now maybe it's because I'm blending it on top of other shadows, but I feel like that purple like didn't show up to the party. I did remember when I swatched this palette, I was a little bit concerned about the mattes, or was it the shimmers? I don't know. I wasn't super impressed with the way that it swatched, and honestly, I'm not loving the way it performed on my eye. May not be a fair test because again, I'm putting it on top of other eyeshadow, but that purple did not show up. Because I want there to be some purple, I'm actually gonna jump back over to the Spanglish palette, and I'm gonna go into Gao, G-U-A-O. I don't speak Spanish, I speak German. I'm gonna take that and try to put some of that on my lid to bring some purple into the party. And I am using the Beauty Bakery Sophisticate brush. It doesn't have like a thing, a name, a number, I don't know. All right, so I got some purple on the lid. I think I am gonna have to go back into the crease when I'm done with the shimmer just to deepen it because I probably should have flipped the pink and the purple, but we're here now. I'm also gonna go into the lighter purple just to kind of blend it towards the middle a little bit, and that's the Iris on Show right up at the top of the palette. I'm just gonna like flip the brush around to do that. Just use the other side. All right, so here is where the eyes are now. Again, I feel like I need to do something in that crease. Something doesn't look right there. I need to deepen it somehow. So I'm gonna jump back over to the Hip Dot palette. I think I'm gonna take the shade Whisper here. It's kind of this like muted, dirty purple color. I don't know if that's a good way to describe it, but I feel like I need to bring the purple into the crease somehow, and that's the way I'm gonna try. All right, that did exactly what I wanted it to do, kind of bring a little bit more purple, take the pink down a notch so that it blends a little bit better. At the end, I will show a more up-close look because I realized the way that I'm sitting right now with the new setup, I'm a little bit far away from the camera, so it's probably a little bit harder for you to see. I haven't really touched the Eloise palette, so let me go back in and try to work some magic on my under eye, waterline, whatever. I'm going to take the shimmery crown right here, and I'm going to try to work that under the eye a little bit. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to try Regal again, this time under the eye a little bit to bring the purple down. I do already have like a pink under my eye, so we'll see. Now we'll get a true test on Regal, and then I will blend crown in a little bit, even though it's a shimmer. All right, I put that under. For some reason, I think that purple is coming across pink on my eye, which might be why. I'm using the Royal & Langnickel Omina Balm 18 detail brush. I'm gonna try Majesty a little bit just in the corner just to see if we can get it to be a little bit more on the blue side. Oh yeah, that reads a lot more purple. I think that this is just more of a magenta but comes across purple in the pan. Purples are one of the hardest colors to get right, so I think that just might be the issue that I'm having. And then I'm gonna take the shade Crown, this shimmer shade, up into the end of my eye. I don't know, I'm switching brushes now over to the Step 3 from the Vintage Cosmetics Company. And that kind of matches the shimmer shade I used up top from the Spanglish palette, but it's actually a little bit more pink, which works well for the look because it brings that brightness in. Now I am going to do an inner corner highlight, but I'm going to use that doing the Hip Dot palette because this shade right here, Virgin, looks really pretty for that. Switching to another brush again, this is the Luxe 246 Precision Crease Brush. I'm going to use that for this. Normally I don't use this many brushes, but I don't know, whatever. Today's look is a little bit more intense. I don't know if I've ever done well, I have. I used to wear like rainbow eyeshadow to school in high school. I'd like sit there and I'd wake up an hour early to do that. Now I wear boring makeup, but I had fun back in the day. I don't know if I like that in the inner corner. I feel like it's maybe a little bit too warm. I liked it better before I did that. There's this Empire shade here in the Queen palette that's a little bit more pink. Maybe I'll try and see if that one has some pigment. Ooh, yeah, that's where it is. Empire is really pretty in the Empire palette, or the Queen palette by Eloise, whatever. That one was more pink, so actually works a lot better with the look. It's not that the Hip Dot one, there was any issues with it, but this one just goes with the look a lot better. All right, so I'm gonna end there with the shadow if it's not perfectly blended. That's me, welcome to my life. Nothing's ever perfectly blended or perfectly done. So that's the way life is. My thoughts on the palettes, I really liked these two. The Eloise palette, I'm not as impressed with, but obviously like I've only touched a few shades. So I definitely want to get my hands on it more. Let me know down in the comments below if have you used any of these palettes and how did they perform to you? Which one did you like better if you've tried multiples of them? The next product that I have is mascara, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some liner and then we'll show the mascara. All right, liner is on. I managed not to completely screw it up. They look close to twins. Don't think they are, but they're doing pretty good compared to the usual. So now let's go into the mascara. So this time around we have the Laura Geller New York Lash Boss Bold Mascara. This is their black. So let's try it out. I received this in my base box. So this here is what the wand looks like. I showed it in my unboxing video, but if you haven't seen it, that's what it looks like. So let's go in. Again, I'll be looking down at my mirror because I don't want to screw this up. All right, mascara is on. I'm in the middle on this. I don't know if I like it or not. Like, it's not bad, so I don't hate it. I feel like this is one of those mascaras that needs to get a little bit more clumpy and then I'll like it. You know, those type of mascaras, because I feel like I can definitely see my lashes. They're more defined now, but I feel like if this is a little bit more clumpy, it would make them like just pop and be a little bit more bold, like the title of the mascara so claims. So I'm definitely gonna play around with this a little bit more and try it a few more times as, you know, the oxygen gets in and does its thing, and just see if it performs any differently or not. If it doesn't change, I mean, it's not a bad mascara. I mean, I'm sure that this isn't cheap, and a drugstore would probably be more effective, both with cost and with performance. All right, so the last two things are lip glosses, and I have two of them. One is the Persona Honey Gloss, and the other one is the Marc Jacobs Enamored High Shine Lip Lacquer, and this is in Cha-Cha Changes. Now, this I received in my premium, this I received in my Luxe. So I think I might try both on. I'm curious to see if that's gonna work or clash. It's also very shimmery, and I'm not a fan of shimmery gloss, so I think I'll try this one on and the other one just to try them both. Normally I only would pick one lip, but we're gonna go in with this one first. Genuinely, probably a liquid lipstick would perform better with this look because it's very bold, but here we go. So this is what the wand looks like. It smells really minty. So this is what the first gloss looks like. Honestly, I really like it. It actually works with this. I thought it was gonna be like that shimmery that didn't really work, but I feel like it actually does. I mean, is this the perfect lip for the look? No, I probably wouldn't wear, I would go like pink or purple, or I'd go more nude, I think, with this. So let me wipe this off and then we'll try the Persona one, but this is super comfortable. It doesn't feel sticky. It smells nice and minty. It has a nice color without being, like, some of the metallic shades just don't work, and I feel like this one does. All right, now the Persona one, and this is in Honey. This one has a similar just flat doe foot applicator. I feel like this applicator might be bigger, and this one has more of a cakey scent. So this gloss is really pretty as well, but I think it's too warm toned for this look. I don't know, is it? Maybe it's not the warm tone. I think it just clashes a little bit just because it's more of like a honey brown kind of color. It's still really pretty. I think they both work. I don't know what color, if I would just go with a pink or if I go with a nude. I don't know. What lip would you do with this look? The lip doesn't really matter. The eyes are where it's at this time. So let me kind of get up close and personal so you can see it up close and then round out with final thoughts. Okay, here I am. This is really awkward. I am like right up at the lens. So here are my eyes. This is the way that they look. I don't know. I thought this look was fun. I didn't know that I had this in me, if I'm gonna be honest. You know, I don't do to be honest, I do my makeup like once a week right now for when I'm filming because I'm working from home and who cares? I just go all natural, and I don't know, I'm in love with this look. Could I have done it better? I'm sure, but I think it's really fun. It's different. It pushes me out of my comfort zone, and I'm feeling myself right now, not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to take a few selfies. Because I love it. I guess I could take my headband off so you can see my hair now. Not that that's anything wonderful. So let's round out with final thoughts about all the products. So I feel like there's two piles of products this time. There are the I really, really like it and the maybes. There's nothing that I dislike this time, which is actually really refreshing. So I'll say the Fenty Beauty, really like the way that looks. Like both of the lips. I just might need a different like look to go with them. I really love the Hip Dot palette and the Alamar Spanglish palette. So that's everything that I know that I really, really like. I think for both the Laura Geller and the Queen palette, I really need to get my hands on it more, get a little bit more practice with it, and then see how it is. I'll probably try to do a look someday with just this palette. Maybe not on the channel, but you know, I'm gonna try it out and see how I feel about the formula then, but right now the formula is iffy for me. So these are maybes, everything else I like. Usually I have something I don't like, so this is actually kind of refreshing to have a lot of stuff that I really like this month. So definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What have you tried from this that you liked or disliked? I really want to hear your thoughts, again, on all the products that you received, and I'll see you in my next video.